back with more Angel. This is episode 17 of season 2. Very excited to get back into the show. You know, last episode of Buffy was, you know, quite a funny, more light-hearted one, which was great. But overall, the last chunk of Buffy was dark and and I'm kind of glad I can take a bit of a break from the show for a minute and come to Angel. Because I'm hoping this might be a bit more light-hearted because Angel's back with the team now. Please. We'll see. I mean, who even knows? Is this going to start with Cordelia lying dead on the sofa? Is that going to be what they're going to do to me now? Because I will stop if that is the case. I will call the police. And there will be lawyers. Not Wolfman Hart lawyers, but lawyers. Because I can't cope. So I'm hoping we're going to get no one dying that I love. You know? That'd be nice. Nice little break. But either way, the last two parts in Angel actually was quite heavy as well. Everything with Kate and the stuff with Darla and Angel coming to a head. But I love that Angel kind of came to this epiphany. And yeah, he's back on the team. And he's going to be working for them. Not like, you know, they're not working for him. So I quite like that. And I'm looking forward to seeing where we kind of explore that. So we kind of head into this last little third of the season. Should be really, really interesting to see where we go from here. Because, yeah, kind of left Darla in the lurch a bit. She went off somewhere. I don't know where she may have gone. Yeah, lots still to kind of continue delving into, I guess, for the rest of the season. And I can't wait to see where we're going to go next. So let's get into the next one. 200 Years in Hell was worse for him than this.
Not here. Tell him it's a bitch.
That's the show. Oh, you're gonna die. I feel like one of you at least is dead.
We're not friends.
Oh. I mean, I get it, but oh.
Rest of the night. Go home.
Oh my god. Who is this? Who is this man?
I hate to say it. I hope I don't sound ridiculous. I don't know who this man is.
Oh shit.
That's the way you treat an old friend? Harmony? Harmony, I don't believe it.
Neither do I! This is great!
Okay, you're coming home with me. I hope you don't mind the couch.
Does she know Harmony's a vampire? That might be a thing to point out. It's Oliver Queen!
Cordelia said blue robes, didn't she?
That's what I thought.
She said we're not friends. I know. There's only
Aww.
one thing you can give her, Angel.
Oh.
That's time.
He's so sad.
Cordelia has a lot of pain to work through.
I am happier now than I was then. Get out. It's hard to explain. I'm telling you. It's like...
Fulfillment.
I had these air
She's found a
pockets
purpose.
inside of me. Me has had way too much to drink, and me, shut up. You now. It barely told me anything.
I'm dead.
What can I say? Yeah, just hungry. I guess. Got the cure for that.
Oh no.
Pizza.
Don't eat Cordelia. Why can't they just live together in harmony? Ha! Nope.
Huh? I didn't do that.
Ah. Oh, Dennis. Dennis the Saviour.
You have no idea how hard it is to stay away from you. I mean, seeing you there looking so
Oh no.
luscious. It's our secret. How come you guys didn't tell me about Harmony? Yes, that
For
one
God's
way
sake.
you could afford a little phone call. Harmony?
Oh!
What about Harmony? She's here. We're all clear on the fact that Harmony's a vampire, right? Oh. Harmony's a vampire?
Cinnamon roll!
All this time, I thought you was a great big lesbo.
Oh.
Oh, yeah? Really? Well, that's great. Good
Clearly
for
they
you.
didn't talk that often.
Where are you going?
Mm-mm. No, speak to Willow more. Oh my god, I was... Fuck! Oh!
Already looked into it. The names are fake.
Was that an orgasm? Maybe.
You should go out. Get away from her! Cordelia here feels that her friend doesn't pose a threat. I think that we should respect her wishes.
Oh my god. I do love this side of Angel, trying to make amends.
Cordelia, we need you at the office. Doesn't appear to be hieroglyphical. Do you mind?
Well, I'm kind of bored, but go ahead.
Yeah, look, the redbird sculpture you saw in your vision. I'm unaware of any redbird statue in downtown Los Angeles, so unless you are, I suggest someone put a stake through that woman's heart. Chewing gum.
Do me a favor. I mean, do you think I'm gonna thank you for not...
Oh god, that's physically pained me. Oh my god.
What are you doing? This book is 12 centuries old.
Okay, so it's not like I messed up a new one.
Oh man.
It's all right to speak freely in front of her. She's a vampire.
Don't we kill him anymore?
What'd you find? I said, are you ready? Because it's time.
Oh wow.
Everybody take a seat.
It's quite the moustache.
Time to actualize your potential and get the most out of your afterlife.
They're like shit
For those of you here for
Teletubbies.
the first time, I know what some of you are saying. Hey, Doug, speak English, man. Okay, don't stake me, guys, all right? This is how it works. One human to be deposited here in our very own food bank. Turn two, the rest is food.
Fish are friends, not food.
And a picture.
Are we talking?
Ooh, let me see.
Oh. Oh no.
Okay, that was my fault.
Get her out of here. Now.
Come on, Harm.
Such a fitting.
Harm is, yeah, I was gonna say, harm's quite the word for it. Bloody hell.
This was a mistake.
Bloody hell. Get
I
it.
should never have come here.
No, don't make us sing.
Memories may be beautiful and yet what's too painful to remember?
And listen. Can we call Willow again?
What do you think?
I think your friend should reconsider the name Harmony.
Oh, that's good.
I'm thinking about doing another number. Now, what do you think? Candle in the Wind or the Princess Diana Candle in the Wind? Go
I
nuts,
think you
you'll
do an
know.
instrumental.
Ooh.
Oh, look at them. Oh.
I'm one of the good guys now.
Oh boy. Wesley wants to die.
We can meet at the water cooler and gossip. Harm, I'm trying to concentrate. Oh, sorry.
Getting in harm's
So-
way. Ha.
How long have you been fighting evil?
Ah.
Electronics store? Forgot to turn on its lights.
Ah, I told you this was it.
Right. Harmony will turn on you.
Why? Because you did?
Because it's her nature. She's a vampire.
Yeah.
So are you.
And she did turn on you a bit in high school as well. After Xander broke
That's
up with
it,
her.
is
Well,
it? You're better than her because
She broke
you
up with
have a
him.
soul. You didn't just hurt me. You gave away my clothes.
To the needy.
I am needy. Imagine what could have happened if you'd gone nuts and slept with Darla.
No, I would never do that.
Shut tight. No way to see what's inside.
See, look at the camera then.
You know what?
She could be our inside spy. Tell us what's the what. Me?
Out to the question.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Come on.
Same.
I know she can do this.
Free book though.
Ignore it. Instead, say.
Oh god.
Where are they?
Oh, right behind you.
Oh dear. Did she betray them?
I belong with them.
Oh fuck. fuck's sake, Harmony.
Aren't you just the most weak-willed, soft brain?
Doug says those kind of comments are self-growth inhibitors. I tune out mental roadblocks.
Oh my god. Kill them all!
Kill them all!
Yes! Oh, Jesus. That was a...
You okay? Here's the cage with those people.
That must have been a dummy then, right?
Your crossbow. You've got it aimed at my throat? You can be so stupid. That won't kill me.
No, it'll just hurt like hell. This is the one that'll kill you.
Whoa. Oh.
We're still friends, right?
She's gonna do it, is she? Oh. Oh, fun!
We're still friends, right?
No, Harmony, we're not friends. Just get out of here.
Really?
Not just
Cool.
here. I
She's
want
saying
you
that a lot
in
this
my
episode.
city. You're gonna want to be as far away from me as possible.
But I left a few things to buy.
Yeah. Probably should have killed her, but I'm glad she's still alive. She just can seem to care.
Time and space. Those are really the only things one can give in a situation like this. And as long as we both understand that, the healing process.
Oh my god, these are gorgeous! You have the most amazing taste. Thank you, thank you, thank you! You're the best! Mwah! I have to go try these on. La 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 la! New clothes!
Look how happy he is! And she is!
Close.
New clothes! I have new clothes! New clothes!
Okay, that was such a fun episode. I absolutely loved it. After the last few Buffyverse, you know, it's good to have like a couple of really funny ones. So the last Buffy was quite funny in most places, and this was a really funny one as well. And that was definitely needed. So that was great. There's only one thing I want to talk about, really. There's only one important thing that happened in this episode. Willow. My cinnamon roll. That was such a delightful surprise. Last thing I expected. Oh my god. I want her in both shows all the time. I don't think she's been on Angel before, so that was really exciting. Have we... Aside from like maybe flashbacks or anything, and obviously Darla, have we had Andrew Siller? We haven't had like a main cast member from Buffy, I think, on the show so far this season. I think, maybe. So to have Willow pop up, oh, that was so cool. And it's just nice that they can kind of show that Cordelia and Willow still like keep in touch and stuff. Obviously not that much because she didn't know about Harmony and she didn't even know about Willow. So, you know, they're not like closest of friends, but they still keep in touch. I really, really like that. That was a really wholesome little scene with them just catching up. But oh, I loved Willow popping up. Oh man. It's kind of one of my favourite Angel moments. Willow showing up. Yeah, that was so cool to see her. I love it when they do crossovers like that. Just so cool. And the fact that after that she then called Angel to make sure that Cordelia was okay. Ugh. Even when she's not on Buffy. She's just a cinnamon roll. Ugh. I love her. Okay, so that was great. Talk about Doug quickly and the idea of like this cult. I thought it was a very interesting kind of thing they did with that. Because, you know, it's one of those things that a lot of people kind of just buy into those kind of schemes. And I do think there is a lot to be said about, you know, like self-actualization, those kind of things, those pyramids and self-worth, believing in yourself. I do think a lot of those things actually can work for a lot of people. And there are some other people who kind of write them off without trying. There are some people who've tried those kind of things and it hasn't worked for them. There are some people that just think it's utter bollocks, basically. I've kind of, you know, when you try and like all these spiritual books and self-help kind of things, meditation, that kind of thing, I've had, you know, results where it's really, really worked for me, and some results where it really hasn't. So I kind of like that they took that approach where they had these vampires really believing into this Doug guy and what he was like selling and everything. But they also had other vampires like Angel, who wasn't buying into it, and other people who just thought, like, what the hell is going on here? I really liked that idea of the cult and like the different coloured hoods and how that all tied together. So that was a neat little idea. Obviously that wasn't really the focus of the episode. That was just kind of there, I think, to show Harmony's true colours. Because it was hardly the biggest plot twist in the world, I guess, that she turned to that. I would say the dark side, but, you know, they had like red hoods and yellow hoods and blue hoods, so it wasn't really that dark. But yeah, I liked the idea of like Doug and that little cult he had going, like the book, all of that kind of speaking to real life kind of parallels there. I thought that was really, really cool. Harmony showing up, that was another really, really great surprise. So cool. As much as it could have been quite fun, I guess, if she joined the team like full time, I think that would be a joke that got old pretty quickly, unless they'd actually like really developed her character. So it's probably for the best that it wouldn't really work out. But it was cool seeing her kind of come to LA, reunite with Cordelia, catch up. The fact that Cordelia didn't know she was a vampire was quite funny. And she did have a lot of really funny moments in this episode. I really enjoyed the pairing with her and Wesley whenever they had like this kind of antagonistic kind of relationship. That worked really, really well for me. It is cool when you can have like characters that are mainly in Buffy come to Angel and vice versa, and interact with characters you've never seen them interact with before, or haven't in ages, stuff like that, and just see how these different dynamics work. And the fact that Buffy and Angel do feel like very different shows at times, but they can seamlessly bring in characters from either show into the other one, and they still kind of fit into the world. I think that's just incredibly well done, how they manage that, especially with Harmony, because it's such an eccentric character as well. Especially because the last few Angel episodes have been really, really dark, and yet they brought Harmony in after all that, and it's still kind of, you feel like, oh, maybe they should have spent a bit more time on like the aftermath and stuff, because we had a lot of dealing with Angels back in the team. Wesley and Gunn are like, yeah, still need to patch things over, but Cordelia was like, nah, we're not friends, I'm not having it, which is really sad to see, but also, you know, paved the way for a wholesome story, and it showed a side of Angel that we don't often see, that kind of desperately trying to make friends side, because he's so used to pushing people away. Even when we first met him, and especially with this whole season when he was going down this darker path, it was so nice to see his driving force was to get close to someone again. And that whole thing was very wholesome. The joke was funny at the end with him buying her clothes, and she was like, yeah, you're the best, blah, blah, blah. Kind of maybe undermines the idea that Cordelia was upset with him and that she could just be bought. I know that it was kind of played as a joke. But if that's like completely fine between them now, I'd feel like maybe that's a bit cheap just to sort that relationship out because of a gag. But we'll see. You know, she might still have a bit of problem with him in the next one, but clothes, Cordelia, it still makes sense within her character, but I do feel like maybe it undermined that a bit. But still, I did like the majority of the episode, Cordelia was kind of keeping him very much at a distance. He was trying to respect that, but you could tell how hurt he was when she said they weren't friends. Just shows how much he does care about her and care about people. Really, really great stuff with that. I just liked seeing this Angel struggling to not be the leader, because he so often is. I liked that a lot. And yeah, him just trying to win Cordelia over again was really, really fun to see. And then Harmony on top of that provided a lot of laughs as well, and her interactions with everyone in the team. Seeing the host briefly as well, when his line, what was it like, I think she should reconsider the name Harmony. Man, that guy gets some kick-ass lines. If I had to play a part on the show, I think I'd probably want to play the host. Because he gets the great lines, but also I wouldn't want to deal with all that singing all the time, I guess. So I certainly don't have the voice that the guy who plays the host does, or did, rest in peace. But yeah, I always love when he shows up, and he had, really funny episode. And it was definitely needed after the heavy two-part we got prior to this. I just loved everything about it. Really did. Angel was so cool to see that side to him. I did enjoy that even though he's back in the team, things weren't totally okay with everyone. They still had moments of like animosity and stuff like that. I feel like we need another episode about Gunn soon. I feel like he's been in the background for the past couple of episodes. He's kind of been like 1 or 2 scenes, or just like stood in the background. I feel like we still need, I think, more character development for Gunn. He's often left to the back. I suppose like he got a bit to do in episode 14, I think it was. But still, I think they still need to give him more moments to shine. But he also had some funny moments in this episode, like when he first met Harmony. He's like, and then he found out she was a vampire. What did he say to that? He was like, do we just not kill them anymore? Something like that. Very funny. Such a brilliantly fun episode. From start to finish, I just had an absolute blast watching it. Willow was in it, so it's the best episode of Angel so far. Maybe not quite, but certainly bloody helps whenever Willow pops up in anything. But yeah, so much fun. I liked the idea of they had going with Doug and the cult and everything. Maybe they could have done more with it, but that's not what the episode was about, so I don't mind that they didn't. I think they did as much as they needed to, and the fact that they displayed that Harmony will turn on you, I guess, and it was never going to work out with that, but it provided a lot of comedy for this one episode. I like that it was kind of a one-off kind of thing, I imagine. And that Cordelia couldn't bring it, couldn't find it in herself to kill Harmony as well. Says a lot about her, and the fact when she was talking in the episode about how she's happier now than she ever was at high school or anything, even though she doesn't have money or fame or anything, because she has a purpose and she's like helping people, and that gives her the satisfaction and the happiness she needs. Shows how far she's come, and that she's still self-centered, obviously with the whole thing with the clothes at the end, but she doesn't just care about herself, she cares about everyone. And that kind of ties in, I guess, to what Doug was on about with the cult and, self-love and all that kind of thing. Cordelia definitely has that aspect of her, and she always has. But she's learned to love and appreciate others as well. So how that all ties in actually works quite nicely. But I love that kind of example of how far Cordelia's come to by pairing her back up with one of her clique from the early Buffy days. So really, really well done. I loved how they handled everything with that. Such a fun episode, and yeah, I can't wait to see where we go with the rest of the season going forward now. My next reaction will be to the next episode of Angel, and yeah, very excited to see what happens. But this was so much fun. I adored this episode. An absolute ball. Good to have a laugh again in the Buffyverse, and until my next reaction, thanks for watching.